Hey, it's Thriftdwellers, back with a, what were we calling it again? That's like my goal for life.
Oh, never played it again.
I don't like going in depths with it because I don't want to be wrong.
I'm gonna die. I might as well smoke these cigarettes.
Thriftdweller Retrospective.
Nintendo Entertainment System. Pretty much ripping off Reviews on the Run up here in Canada. They've been having all week long. People put their 2 cents about certain consoles. Chose to focus, starting all the way at the beginning of our video gaming, the Nintendo Entertainment System.
You're playing with power.
Originally the Famicom in Japan.
No.
Here in North America, and people really didn't know if it would work out. You know, they just came off the boom and bust of the Atari. Thank you to the Nintendo, because without them, we might not have the same gaming industry that we have nowadays. No, I'm sure everyone will remember the first time they opened up their Nintendo. I remember mine.
Me too.
Smell of the foam.
Yeah. With Mario, I remember opening, Nintendo Christmas and playing Mario for the first time. I didn't even know there was warps.
Get out of here.
I didn't even know. I was like 6 years old. Man.
I was smoking that game when I was 5, 6, 7. I remember beating the game. The final dungeon was ridiculous because you go down a tunnel, you're in Waterworld all of a sudden.
Thriftdweller challenge.
Man.
I want a Thriftdweller challenge.
What's your challenge?
Play Mario. See how fast we can beat it.
Amongst each other?
Yeah, amongst each other.
Okay. Before that, no one knew that Mario was possible in video games. Like, you had shitty pixel Smurfs walking around. You needed a lot of imagination for older games. And with the Nintendo, it was right there. It was charming. It was unique. It looked fabulous. Another game I think we should talk about, The Legend of Zelda.
Oh.
What were you thinking?
I haven't even passed it.
Oh, no way.
Yeah, man. I played like most of it. I still haven't passed it to this day. I have like a list of 5 Nintendo games that still haven't passed.
You know, if you go into the first cave, you get a sword.
Yeah, I know that.
I remember beating Zelda. 7 years old. I was getting coached by my uncle.
See, you got help.
And then I remember that game. I remember torching every single bush in the game. I remember putting a bomb on every brick wall in that game.
And that's why I didn't even want to play it anymore. I just got frustrated. Maybe today I could beat it. Like, I beat the Super Nintendo Link to the Past in no time, but
music was fantastic. It was huge. On Nintendo, that game was gigantic.
And the graphics were really good.
Oh, the graphics were awesome.
And the storyline was really, really
good. You just collect pieces of a Triforce.
A
little bit of controversy on the game, if you look into it. A lot of religious connotation here and there. There's a whole conspiracy. You can look and Google it up. Shield of Link has a cross on it. I think the first dungeon is that eagle. You'll see there's a moon. One dungeon is a moon.
Wow.
Right? And then, no, you look into it. And then you start thinking Christian is good. And everything else is evil in the world. I don't know.
Punch-Out is one game. That's like my goal for life.
I love Punch-Out.
And the thing is, I don't play it with, the password right away. Like, I'll start from the beginning over again if I lose. So it's...
You earned the password. You can use the password.
I don't want to, though, man.
Punch-Out to me, was a beautiful, revolutionary game.
Well, you passed it like 10 times right in front of my face, man. I remember.
It took a lot of training as a kid. Over and over. It's all repetition if you played that game. It was beautiful. You had gigantic sprites.
Mm-hmm. Mike Tyson actually looked like Mike Tyson. Like, whoa.
After beating it, you get a passcode to the new world.
What? For Punch-Out?
For Punch-Out. After you beat it, and you have the same characters, but they're they're quirked up a little bit.
Now, is this true? If people were familiar with Kung Fu, the game, I love that game on Nintendo. Was there a dragon yet to fight at the end?
There's lots of rumors, you pass the game 10 times or whatever, and you get to fight a dragon. I don't think so. One peripheral that was really bad, obviously, was the R.O.B.
That's it.
My uncle would not really let me touch his ROM, so I don't even know how it works. Gyromite and the lesser-known Stack Up, the 2 games that the R.O.B. was good for. Horrible. Horrible. I heard people using the R.O.B. as just put their beer on.
Yeah, I love that system that much to give every game a chance.
Defend the planet's secrets against the evil Mother Brain.
Tetris. World-class contenders. Take them down with your controller.
Art Simpson can save the Earth.
Okay.
I cannot help you.
That's the one knock I have on Nintendo. If you're a collector now, I don't know if it's just we're spoiled with these new age games, but there's a lot of crappy games on the Nintendo. I can't like Elevator Action. I have no clue how to play a game. It sucked.
You didn't what?
I don't know how to play Elevator Action.
Elevator Action is awesome, man.
It looks like an Atari game on the Nintendo.
Who cares?
You were just complaining
I
about
know,
Atari games.
but still, Rambo on Nintendo sucked.
Oh,
Ghostbusters.
but for every like 5 bad games, there was one fantastic game on Nintendo. We could talk all freaking day on Nintendo. Contra, Battletoads. You could go on forever here. You know what's a really good game? I think it's a little underrated. POW.
Yeah.
It's a single player though. It's the only thing. It's not 2-player like the arcade was. But the game was fun. You got to get brass knucks. You got a handgun with limited ammo. It was amazing.
Yeah.
Oh, another game I really liked. I don't think got its just due. Codename Viper, made by Capcom.
That was a good game.
Gameplay was nice, clean. It's pretty much the Metal Gear storyline of the Nintendo. You know, at the end you find out that the bad guy is the boss.
Yeah.
Who's telling you to do this? Same thing with Metal Gear. Metal Gear I did beat though. I love Metal Gear on the Nintendo.
Hideo Kojima.
Hideo Kojima.
Yeah.
Even said the Nintendo port of his Metal Gear was the worst version of that game. He hated it. But I loved it. It's the first ever stealth-based gameplay action. You never saw that before in video games.
No.
And it was Metal Gear that brought that out. I remember at the end you're fighting Big Boss. I'm shooting him with guided missiles. I hit him with like 5 and he's still not dead. Punching the shit out of a wolf. So stupid. I remember I couldn't beat it at the end yet. Escape the building and time limit.
Yeah.
You know how to beat that? You smoke the cigarettes. In the beginning of the game, the only thing you have is cigarettes. And for some reason, the countdown is going. Smoke cigarettes, you get an extra like 2 minutes. I'm gonna die. I might as well smoke these cigarettes. And now I can beat the game because I smoked the cigarettes. It was crazy. You know, it had the password system, which is huge for Nintendo. A lot of games didn't. I think they purposely made games harder just for replay value and make you play it over and over again.
That's a good thing.
It is.
Yeah,
It forced you to be good at a game. Ninja Gaiden.
Oh.
Once you run out of continues, you're starting all over again.
And you know, to this day, I don't get annoyed by it. Like, I'll play it again. Like, it's fun.
I think our generation is a little obsessive compulsive because of the Nintendo.
Like, I like playing games to this day and saving. You think it's sometimes you're like, really?
Yeah.
Like,
This game is finishing itself.
yeah.
Final Fantasy was amazing on that. If you're watching JR, I know my friend JR, he tried to beat the game with 4 warriors. But there's a Thriftdweller challenge. If anyone could beat the game with 4 warriors, I want to see that. We could go on and on about the Nintendo. But lasting legacy is that we are all here today talking about retro video games thanks to the Nintendo.
Re-release it, Nintendo. Hell yeah.
So many games you didn't even talk about. Mega Man 1 to 6.
Yeah. The Ninja Turtles game.
The arcade game.
Yeah.
Those are great games. We would love to hear from you. Write a comment below, or even better yet, make a video response telling us about your Nintendo experience as a kid. But officially in the Thriftdweller books, I give it a 10 out of 10.
I give it 11. It's not even
Greg it
possible.
to 11. Yeah, thank you guys very much for watching. Subscribe. Peace.
Later.
Six great issues plus 6 free strategy guides on a hot new game. That's twice the power for still $15. Wow, go now.